What's occurring YouTube? It's your boy Tony back again with another video. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Monday Night with Tony. Just gonna check we are live. Oh, this looks good. It's your boy Tony back again with... That'll do. That's my audio check. That's my sound check. That's my visual check. All the checks are done for today. So, what have we got installed for you? We are a little bit early. Very punctual around here, see? So, I'm going to very briefly talk about what I've been playing. Yeah, I think I've got everything I've been playing. It's been one game, basically, been playing for the last week. And I finished it, yes. And a pickups video. So, I've got a goodie bag to show you. Ooh, yeah, baby. Pretty full. A good weight on it. I got some other bits and bobs. So, how's your week been, everyone? All the 20 people are going to watch this fantastic video. I don't know why I called it Live with the Fattest Man from Japan. I don't know how my head works sometimes. Donald Mackerel Gaming. Yo, yo. What is occurring? How are we doing? Are you in the bath? Have you washed all your bits behind the ears, behind your balls, from the sack to the back? I love you. I love you too, I do. The little community we got going. Gib84 Gaming. What is occurring? Gib84 Gaming. How are we doing? What you buying? Spending money I haven't got. Nah, I'm alright. I'm alright. I got some bits to show you guys. One really cool thing, and some other bits. Master System collection is coming on nicely. Also, it's something like 7 or 8 minutes past 7. As I say it, the things come on. 9 minutes. 9 minutes from right now. I got a big hitter Sega Master System. It's the most I've ever bid if I win it. It's the most I've ever been willing to things. So hopefully it'll come up live. But yeah, I thought, flipping heck. So it's... Anyway, we'll... if I win it, I'll say what it is. Yeah, what have I got to show you guys? Yeah, comment. Sorry, I've forgotten how does YouTube work? RetroEd UK. What's occurring? RetroEd UK. How are we doing? Welcome to... Monday Night Live with Tony, or Live with the Fattest Man from Japan. I would be what? Sumo. I'd be Sumo, wouldn't I? Sumo Tony. Donald Mackerel Gaming. I'm shaving as we speak. Do you do a razor blade or you electric? Or are you doing other body parts? Let us know. We need to know this information, Donald. We're all waiting on you. What we got here? Yeah, bed. Oh, everyone's here tonight. Pasma 90. Tony, how are we, buddy? We're all good in the hood. Thank you very much. How are you? More importantly, how are you? Talking of back to the crack, old tooth wants to quit. That's news to me. Why? Some people have got the knack, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? And he is an entertainer. He really is funny, and it comes very natural. Has he put a video out or something, is he? I was looking forward to a collab with you and him. That'd be one that us YouTubers need. Ah, that's a shame. I wonder what that's all about then. Or maybe he just wants to take a break. I don't know. I am disappointed with that. You liked Final Fantasy 16 then? Yes, I did. I really liked it. So one of my goals for the year was to beat... I've got it here. I may as well talk about it now then. Was to beat a Final Fantasy game. I started the year off fully intending on beating Final Fantasy X, but your boy, I got really very far. I put more hours into that one than I did this one, so either it's a lot easier, this game is. I didn't find myself having to put the grind in to level my character up, you know. But it's like every single boss battle is epic. I remember the first boss battle. I thought this is like an end of game boss. Very cinematic and everything like that. And then it just beats it. The next boss. Then it's like halfway through the game, there's another amazing boss. Then another amazing boss. So I'm so happy I beat it. I think this game was £15 on the Amazon Black Friday sale as well. We'll get to the prices. I'll talk about that in a bit if I remember. But to answer your question, yes, I enjoyed it. Yes, I beat it. So I was thinking, beat it. I tried to beat it Friday night because I was going game hunting with my mates Saturday, so I could trade it in. But you know what? Nah, I'm going to hang on to this. I don't know what I get trading. I'm probably not going to play it again next year. So common sense, or the sensible option would be to trade it in. But I don't know, it's nice to have the... I really enjoyed it. That's a big hitter. It's in my top 10 games that I've played this year. Okay, let's just catch up on the comments, guys. So Gabe, yeah, I did definitely very, very much liked Final Fantasy 16. Pasmanatni, I just want to take a few seconds of your time, talk about channel memberships. Give me money. I need money. Do you know what I mean? You need to pay my electricity bill. I got a leak in the spare room. You need to step it up, guys. Ricky Jones, what's occurring? Ricky Jones, how's your week been? Oh, that's only Monday. How was last week? We were in your stomping ground on Saturday. I was choking. I had a pancake in, well, two pancakes in from Jenkins, those chocolate chip ones. I thought I was dying. I must have been a tiny bit, went down the wrong hole or something, down the wrong pipe. I don't know how the throat works or whatever. And I was fucking hell. I was coughing. I was bright red. I probably looked like, do you know, it's a Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, that one, the original one, when he's on Mars at the beginning and his eyes are popping out of his head. I look like that. In Port Albert, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm here. I survived. My life kind of did flash before my eyes. I was thinking, I'm going to die before I finish Final Fantasy 16. Don Macro Gaming, Goldie is YouTube are removing comments, etc. though, and throttling his channel. I experienced a bit of that. I'm thinking I wasn't going to do it this year. No, the daily, what's it called? The Christmas wrap that I do. I'm thinking, I'm going to wrap my Christmas presents. This will be the third time doing it. Shitty Christmas music playing in the background. I'm going to talk about one of my videos that got deleted. I've had one video. I've had copyright claims with music. So the the creator of the music, not that my channel's making any money, but if a video went viral, they'd get all the ad revenue or whatever, yeah. But I've only had one video taken off, and it's bullshit in my opinion. So I'm going to tell that story again. But yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I don't get it with YouTube. So I'll have to have a look, see if he's put a video out then. I'm assuming he has. Boot of a game, Gib 84. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Yes, it is. Ricky Jones, the Bizzo, I love them. I'm in work at the moment, lol. Was Retro Stash open? Yes, it was. And I bought every single Master System game he had that I didn't actually have. It was 4 games. The hard thing now is I'm at 99. My final count to the Master System, 99, unless I win this bid. Could go up to 100. But we'll get to that. Jenkins pancakes, guys. If you haven't had them, mwah. It's not a game hunting day unless you have a Jenkins pancake or 2 inside you. Maybe I shouldn't have been eating both at the same time. That's probably where I'm going wrong. Goldie announced it on my Resident Evil 7 stream. I didn't realise he was there. Oh, that is bad. That is sad to hear. Hopefully he'll have a think about it and come back stronger, if you know what I mean. That is a shame. Everyone, if you don't know who Goldtooth Gaming is, go check him out. Not right now. Finish watching this amazing high production content. Send me money. Just empty your bank account and then go check him out. Okay. Okay then, guys. I think we're all caught up. Apologies if I missed any comments. Okay. yeah, so what else have I been playing? I'm watching. I watched a really good movie last night. I'm amazed I've never watched it before. Yeah, we'll do the movie first then. Godzilla. Anyone heard of Godzilla? So this is the latest Godzilla to come out, okay? Or latest release. It's just come out. I pre-ordered it. So it's a Blu Ray of the 1954 Godzilla, okay? I was fully aware that there was an American translation, right? But what I wasn't aware of, I've never watched it. I've never needed to. Whenever I went, the original Godzilla is in my top 3 favourite Godzillas of all time. It has aged really, really well, okay? So, especially for a film that's 70 years old. But basically, I went on last night, and I just basically assumed, I know, what's the actor, Steve Martin, not the comedian Steve Martin. There was another guy before Steve Martin. I think it's his original name, but he uses his real name in this, if that makes any sense, and I'm blabbering away. But I thought he was in it a little bit at the start, and then maybe at the end, kind of thing. But I clicked on, I wasn't sure. I thought I'll watch a quick documentary before I sit down to watch this movie again. And it's like 1956, and I thought, oh, it started with that Steve Martin talking, and like he's in a wreck, and I thought honestly thought it was a documentary, a high production documentary to go alongside Godzilla. It took me about 15 minutes to realise I was actually watching the American version of it. It's very, if you haven't seen it, it's the same story, but it's very different, but it's really funny. It reminded me, I know it's a totally different movie, you know, Back to the Future 2, you know, when Marty goes back in time, and it's kind of, it's alongside, you know, like you see a lot of backs of heads, it's like, oh, that was Biff back then, and stuff like that. It's a lot of that, so it'll show the actual footage of the 1954 Godzilla, the actors looking, and then it'll show the back when Steve Martin's talking, but it'll have different actors, the backs of their heads. It's so obvious, but it must be hard, a very complicated way to make a movie. But I really enjoyed it. It's nowhere near as good as the original. So if you want to watch the original Godzilla, watch the 1954 one with the subtitles. But I did enjoy it. I sat down, I thought, I'll watch it for another 10 minutes, and then I'll put the original on. But I watched it all the way through and really did enjoy it, okay? So a few comments come up. Sorry, guys. Donald McGrain. Kev's back, so reckon it's just be a blip. Yes, I saw Kev's video. Yeah, he looks much better. I think he needed a break, didn't he? Pasmananti, what did you think of Godzilla Cross X Kong or Cross Kong, the new Empire? Worth a buy? It is for me. We went to the cinema to watch it. Amazing in the cinema. Bought it on Blu Ray. I bought it, I think it was a CEX pickup for a tenner. I think you can buy it on Amazon Black Friday sale, less than £10. That's for the Blu Ray. If you're going to get it, definitely go the Blu Ray or Ultra HD over DVD, because the effects are really good. Really, really good in it, you know. Right, so what have I been playing? One of the game boxes is falling apart. I had this game for free, so I'm not too bothered. Owlboy. It's just the top. So basically, God, I didn't get it. I'm kind of glad I didn't. That game, guys, was Incredible Hulk for the Sega Master System. I had a bid on more than I really can afford. I put a bid on at £85. There was a current bid was 50, and then I went up to 51. So someone else must have just sniped it. Yeah, that would have been a good buy at 85 because it was free delivery, I believe. But that's like £115 game in CEX. But this had the manual and it was a lovely condition. No problem. No, I wanted a really big hitter for my 100th Master System game. Not the end of the world. So the one that got away, I'll get it one day. I know one of the local CEXs has got it in stock, but it's a dodgy copy with like a ripped cover floating around in the CEXs. So I got a feeling it's that one. Don't really want to pay over £100 for that game though, if I can help it. So basically, going back to this, guys, I bought this Amazon. and it's about 8 weeks later. I had a full refund because it got lost, basically. And they said, if it arrives, keep it. It's not an expensive game. It was alright, but the problem I've got, does anyone else get it? When you play an amazing game, so I've been really enjoying Final Fantasy 16, the next game, it's the same with books, isn't it? The next game or book that you read or play, it doesn't, it's like a bit of a come down. You're on a high, because I finished Final Fantasy 16, then I put that in, totally different genre, isn't it? So it's like a 16-bit style game. It's alright. I'm not going to trade it in. If I do trade it or sell it, it's going to be 100% profit anyway. But it was like, now I know exactly what it is, what it plays like. The controls are pretty tight, I gotta be honest. I'll go back to it. So that's just been in and out, basically. Haven't made my mind up on this. So Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I haven't got a clue what's going on with the story. I only played it for about 20 minutes. Again, the combat, everything seems okay. But I've just got... I'm going to keep it. I don't think I get much for it anyway. I didn't pay a lot for it. But it's going back on the shelf because I've had a bit of... Final Fantasy 16 was so good. I need to play something else really good. If that makes any sense. If anyone else gets like it. But this didn't disappoint. R-Type Final 3 Evolved. I did a quick video. I did an unboxing. I think mini review. I think I give it like an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. Fantastic. It is old school R-Type hard. But yeah, definitely recommend picking that bad boy up. Should you see it? Okay. Don Mackerel. Gaming. I had the opposite. I needed to finish Resident Evil 7. Have you finished it then, I believe? It seemed like you were close to the end when I was watching you last night. As I started playing SnowRunner, and despite Resident Evil 7 being a great game, SnowRunner is phenomenal. So I had to devote all my attention to it. It's got too many good games. So I'll do a follow-up on... A few people have asked me, what did I buy? I did the Black Friday. Hello, Rossi. Come up and say hello. I got a dog. We had a thunderstorm earlier on. You didn't like that, did you? You didn't like that? You didn't. You come up to tell me something, have you? You come up to tell me something, have you? What was you talking about? Oh yeah, so the Black Friday video... So I did like the first day of the Black Friday sale. I did a video like what I recommended. I think I did 10 PlayStation 5 games. But flip, I tell you, I went the next day. I thought, right, I wanted to buy, what's it called? I have bought it. Still Into the Deep. It's like a horror game set on, a survival horror game set on an oil rig. I think that's a really cool idea. Got this thing about oil rigs, okay? So it was £17.99, and we saw it in CEX on Saturday for either 30 or £35 CEX are selling it for, right? So I thought as soon as I go home, I'll buy it. Go home, and it was £30. It'd gone back up in price. Flip. Everything, all the prices are changing. I'm not even sure if it's daily. It seems like every so many hours the prices are changing. Under Night in Birth 2. It's gone back up to like $38.99. So I don't know. Amazon is such a tricky thing, aren't they? Probably got algorithms and stuff. Oh, we sold enough of that. Let's reduce the price of this and higher the price of this one. It's like a stock market or something. So I kept an eye on Still Into the Deep. I think that's just called. Still Wakes the Deep. That oil rig. We call it the oil rig. So oil rig went down to then $22.99. I thought, should I just buy it? And then I checked. Was it this morning? I checked this morning basically, and it went back down to $17.99. So I have bought it, but it doesn't come until Thursday or something like that. But I really am in the mood to play that. If it was between that and Resident Evil 4 remake, so. I'm a bit disappointed, I'm gutted that Silent Hill 2 didn't come cheaper. It came down by £5. So I'll wait for that game. Okay, so that's all I bought out of that video that I did. Okay, I'll show you. What shall I show you? You're all caught up on what I've been up to. I'll show you my Christmas jumper. This jumper I saw years and years and years ago. Had it in my hand. Game was selling them. They're made by Numskull. And I had it when I was working all over the UK. I was in Plymouth, Game. Had it in my hand. My size. And I thought I'd buy it on the way back to the train. I was calling into this store. I had to go tell a load of fucking women that they were losing their jobs. So I got my head. It was a horrible shift, okay? So then on the way back to the train station, I completely forgot because my head was somewhere else. I've always regretted it. I can never see it in my size until I have bought it pre-owned. This is my size, extra, extra, extra small, obviously. So it's the Street Fighter Christmas jumper. How sexy do I look in that bad boy? They did a Chun-Li, I think it's a Chun-Li Guile one. I think it was. Or it makes more sense if it was Vega. But, yeah, check that out. Yes, it's pre-owned. It's in really good condition, you know. Based on the person selling it, it looked like a woman. It's someone selling all women's clothes. So I reckon she bought it for ex-boyfriend and they split up. That's the scenario in my head, you know. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be a good fit. Obviously, it's going to be tight around the shoulders and the arms and the biceps. But yeah, chuffed to have that. I've always wanted one of them. And it was like 20 quid, including postage. So you can't go wrong. What else? Oh, this I bought on. This came today. This is really nice. The Xbox 360. So it's the Halo 3 ODST controller. And shout out to the Xbox 360 controller. It's almost perfect. I'm a big fan of the PlayStation 5 controller, but this is up there. It just feels so good in the hand, doesn't it? But yeah, it comes with, I think, that's the rechargeable battery. I've got one of these in my current controller, you know, but it's nice to have a spare, isn't it? So you can just plug it in and play, do you know what I mean? So yeah, check that out. Very, very happy with that. It was really well packaged as well. It wasn't in the original box. They had like bubble wrap and kitchen roll. I was like, oh, that's a good idea, using some kitchen roll. So yeah, like 20 quid or something like that, I think that was. Happy days. 360 is my favourite controller of all time. That's a good shout. It's definitely, I think, like I've been playing, there's another game, it's a top big game in my bag on a PlayStation 3 game. And this controller is miles ahead of the PlayStation 3 controller. At the time, I think I was more of a PlayStation 3 guy. But the PlayStation 5 controller seems to be morphing closer and closer into what Xbox are doing. Xbox have always been a little bit ahead until the PlayStation 5 came out, in my opinion. But that is so comfortable. It feels, it's the right weight. Yeah, I think a console lives and dies by its controller. If that's uncomfortable in your hand, and you got the same game on a different system with a better controller, you know, you might be edged towards the other system, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's in good condition. It should work. I'm hoping it doesn't look any. There's no marks on it whatsoever, is there? Look at that bad boy. Yeah, very happy with that. Okay. So the PlayStation 3 game. These are the pickups. We're on to what was it? Everything in here was, funnily enough, everything in here is either CX, Retro Stash, shout out Retro Stash in Port Talbot, and they had a Sega Master System game in cash converters or cash generators or crack converter, I think it's known as. There, a Master System game in there that I needed as well. So shout out crack converters in Port Talbot. Okie dokie. So, Binary Domain. This cost me £8. This game is just on the rise. And the amount of times I've seen it, picked it up, 50 pence. So I've basically been picking this up and putting it back from its 50p to £1 to £1.50 to £3 to £5. Now it's £8. But I think that's the way they're going now, the PlayStation 3 and some of the Xbox 360 games. All the 50p games are like £2 now. I remember Halo, for example, that was 50 pence everywhere. Now that's a £2 game, I believe, any day of the week and twice on a Sunday. So I was playing a little bit of this, was it Saturday? And yeah, it's alright. I think the Xbox, going back to the controller, it must be the controller. I have more fun on the Xbox and Xbox 360 first-person shooters than I do on the PlayStation 3. But it's a Sega game. I'm about a good couple of hours into it. Basically, it's like a futuristic first-person shooter. It looks like, from at a glance, Vanquish. Anyone played Vanquish? That was Sega as well. So, yeah, that's probably right. It visually it looks like a Vanquish, but the story is quite interesting. It's a product of its time, where some of the one-liners you've got it's like a squad base. You can command them. I think you can use a headset if you wanted to, but it doesn't change the gameplay or anything like that. But it's humans basically against AI. So what's that movie with Will Smith? iRobot. It's like that, where you're fighting and you blowing them up and you can see the armor coming off them and their arms come off. Some of them will shoot them when their body get cut, they lose their legs. They're still crawling on the floor, kind of thing. So you need to do a quick headshot, kind of thing. Yeah, I do. I have enjoyed what I've played so far of that. Okay, I'm amazed they didn't have these games in the collection. Okay, it's Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. Why weren't these in my collection? I had to double check. So surely I've got them, but I've got number 2, which is my favourite. I've got 3 that came out on the PS2, didn't it? And for some reason I didn't have, and 4, but I didn't. I remember having, I think it was that one. I had that for free. A customer, when I was working in Curry's, give that to me for free. We had an offer on, when you buy a TV with a Blu Ray player, you get this game for free. So I told an old woman buying a telly and this particular Blu Ray player. She's doing the package without realising she was doing one of the packages we wanted her to buy, kind of thing. So got to the tail. I said, the good news is you get a free game. So I went to get the game. She was like almost offended, kind of thing. And she said, well, do you want... I got no thing of the game. She did ask, can I take off the £40, which is what the game was selling for. I said, unfortunately, we can't. But it's not costing you anything. I said, if you've got grandchildren or a son that's into gaming, we don't speak to our grandchildren. I go, okay, sorry. And she said, you can have it. I said, I'm actually not allowed to. I probably was. But I said to her, I'm not allowed to just take it. And she goes, basically, I'm just going to leave it on the till. So put it in the bin if you want. So I was looking at it going, I'm not going to put this in the bin, sealed, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I enjoyed it from when I played back in the day. I'm sure it was that one, not that one. So I've never actually played that one. I can just stop playing them. But that was quite cheap. There was loads of these in CEX. A full stack of them, you know? And it was 1 or 2 of them. So if anybody's played them, I think I'm going to get into these. And I want to get Gran Turismo 7. That's the plan, you know. This is an online order. I don't even know why I bought it. It cost me £5. Lunar Genesis. It was literally, I went on eBay and it was, I just typed in video games and on the filter I put ending soonest and location UK only. And it said 10 seconds to go and it was £5. I'll buy it for a £5, free delivery. I think it's an £8 game. But it's basically an RPG or JRPG. It looks pretty cool. If I ever get back into travelling, yes, I'll probably get stuck into that. Okay. This is stunning. It's a steelbook of Ghost in the Shell. Okay, so it came with this was a CX pickup. And it was on the shop floor as well. Normally these are behind the till, aren't they? So, yeah, obviously I've got Ghost in the Shell. I think I got it a digital copy. I got the DVD and the Blu Ray. I got 2 Blu Rays. Basically, I bought this for the Steelbook, and it's got all these cool, really cool effects of the cameras really doing it justice, you know. So I saw that and I thought, yes. And it's got a really cool booklet in there as well. I got to be careful what to show you because there's a little bit of nudity in the book. Hope you didn't see that bit. Yeah, so, yeah, well happy with that. That was like only £8, something like that. Yeah, it's really cool, you know. Wasn't planning on buying it, but when I saw it, I thought, yep, you're coming home with me. Get your coat, you're pulled, you know. What else? Oh, he's not here, is he? Smaug, we were talking either on a live stream, or probably on either one of these Monday Nights with Tony, or one video, and I was talking about another movie, and he is Mr. Silent Hill, isn't he? And the director of the other movie directed this, okay? He loves this franchise, and I was like, don't know why I haven't seen that movie since it first came out. I think it's the one with Sean Bean, isn't it? I remember back then I wasn't into Silent Hill. I want to get into it now because survival horror is the new genre that I'm discovering, you know. So yeah, this wasn't cheap. This was like £6, something like that, or even more. I can't remember, but it's really hard to find. I don't know if it's an issue with the print or there isn't many of them out there. Yeah, so I got Silent Hill. Obviously, that's on DVD. I'm probably going to watch that in the next couple of days. Then I got Soldier of Fortune Payback for the good old Xbox 360. Okay. I've played, is it Soldier of Fortune 2 on the PlayStation? No, on the Xbox. I played that. That was an alright kind of game, you know. But I remember it being over the top gory, and I had a good time with it, you know. Unfortunately, he's got one of those old CX. I know they changed their stickers, haven't they? This has got one of the old ones. They're designed to not be able to be peeled off for some fucking reason. Haven't played it, but it's on the Xbox 360. So I'm probably Halo is a Christmas game. I know it's not a Christmas game, but for me, it's a game I like to play over Christmas. So probably the first game I'm going to play is one of the Halo games with that, okay? And then I'm probably going to dive into a bit of Soldier of Fortune, okay? But Donald Macro came in. The first Silent Hill film was great. That is the first one now, isn't it? It was that one. I think I've seen the both of them. I think I have, anyway. But yeah, I'm sure that is the first one. Or maybe it is the second one. I do not know. We did check the date. 2006? I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Yes, that is the first one. Yes, great. Okay, what else did I buy? All that's left now, guys, is Sega Master System. If you didn't know, I am going for a complete Sega Master System set. I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time with them, being as sensible as I can be. Okay, that's not saying much, really, is it? So they didn't have any Master System games in CX, Port Albert, that I needed. They did have Mortal Kombat 2 boxed. I think I caught one of the Sonic the Hedgehogs, which I've obviously got. And there was a loose cart, but I'm going for boxed, okay? I'm pretty sure all these got manuals as well. That isn't a deciding factor. If I'm being honest, I'd rather pay less and not have a manual, if I'm being really, really honest, okay? Because I'm up to 99 now, so I've got 170 games to go, alright? The target is, though, to get to 100 Master System games in the collection by the end of the year. So I got the rest of this month and December to buy at least one Sega Master System game, okay? And I want, because it's the 100th, I want to make it a special one. That's why I was going the extra mile with the The Incredible Hulk, but it got away. The one that got away. Okay then, so I'll do... Well, go from the top. Speedball 2. This game was quite heavily advertised back in thy day. It's kind of... I think it was a movie as well. Or was it this kind of style movie? I think it was called Speedball or Deathball or something. Was it LL Cool J was in it? Or am I making it up? You should have been in there. The follow-up was Balls. Oh, Silent Hill. I remember the first one was good. So I thought the second one was alright from what I can remember, but it sounds like I got the better one, which is good news. So yeah, it's like a top-down, kind of like a football, kind of rugby kind of game. I don't know. And yeah, like I said, there's a good weight to it. So, oh yeah, this one. So it's got the manual, but look at the colour of the cartridge. Never seen purple before. I honestly thought it was just the white cartridges, which are the US gold, and the like burgundy with the grid. So I never, growing up, until I was an old man, I didn't know there was a difference, that any other colour exists. So I love finding out new stuff all the time, guys. Okay, World Cup USA 94. Again, CIB, Bam Baby, that tells me, if the manual, again, this is something I've learned, that it says limited edition, and it's got the Union Jack. But as far as I was aware, the way the manuals are printed, I think that might be the American way. Maybe the manual is American, I'm not sure. Maybe the whole game is American, I'm not sure. But it hasn't got that, the classic grids on it or anything like that, you know, so I'm not sure on that. Speedball 2 is class. I think, yeah, I might have played one of the two of them. I can't, I got vague memory, and maybe I can't really remember. Speedball 1 is a bit average, so fair play for getting a sequel. Yeah, happy days. What else? I left the prices on these. So I paid £15 for Jurassic Park. I'm amazed I didn't have this game growing up. I was 1993, so I was 12 when Jurassic Park came out, and I just took over my life. The way I am now, when I go to a gaming market, right, I can see anything that says Street Fighter, Tekken, Killer Instinct, Soul Calibur, Samurai Shodown, King of Fire. I could just spot it a mile away. It came from the Ninja Turtles. That was my first little love, okay? Then, from that, then it went into Jurassic Park, do you know what I mean? Anything dinosaurs. I was the perfect age when the movie came out, and I just loved it. I could watch it over and over and over again, over and over and all the time, do you know what I mean? I remember we went to the cinema to watch it. So, I'm shocked I didn't have this game in my collection from back in the day, and it looks pretty decent, I gotta be honest. Again, this is an 8-bit system we're talking about here, you know. So again, CIB, Bam Baby. Yeah, I have to start playing through some of my Master System games, aren't I? And the other game, the last game I had from Retro Stash, shout out Retro Stash, was Wonder Boy. Yes, I played this. This is full of nostalgia. Mainly the arcade cabinet with my grandfather, because my grandfather was like, he had like a retirement job. When he retired, he was just bored, so he got a job as like a caretaker in the local swimming pool, like holiday park rather, and like down the road, and they had a little arcade there, and I used to love going mainly to play this with my grandfather. He used to watch, and he didn't have a clue what was going on probably, but I remember him going in his pocket, getting the 10 pences out for me, or might have been even 20, but quite expensive. Might have been 20 pence a go, you know. Another one I'm quite shocked it's taken me this long to get in the collection. Again, minty, like your mum. Happy Days. I think all these were from the same seller, if I remember right. The guy in the shop was saying that they had a big load, not the time we went this Saturday, but a couple of weeks ago, they just had a guy trading a load of Sega Master System, And he said you could tell they'd been looked after. They were clean, lovely, like I say, minty like your mum. So I got 4 games. And I was like, I need 2 more to go for my target. And we just called into Crack Converters, shout out Crack Converters in Port Talbot. And in one of the cabinets, they had a Sega Master System game. And to my shock, it has got the manual as well. So happy days. Only a £5. I was well chuffed out. The guy was laughing at me as if they'd had it there for ages. They got, nobody's going to buy a Sega Master System game. And I was like, have you got any more games? Yeah, fun for a £5. I did actually like this Mario Tennis. Was decent. But the one that someone gave me on the Vita was the Virtual Tennis. That was really good and really addictive, okay? So maybe I'll get into my tennis games. Who knows? Let's catch up on the comments. Donald Mackerel Gaming. Odd fact, Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates and Kenny G did the theme for USA 94. How do you know that? I remember loads of my mates boycotting it because England didn't qualify. Oh yeah, 94, they didn't qualify, did they? Angry Moose. Hello there, what's current Angry Moose? Welcome to this live stream. Monday Night Live with Tony, or I'm probably going to change the name of it. Live with the fattest man from Japan. That's how I feel at the moment. Hello there, I hope all is good. Yes, all is good, thank you very much. Nice Master System games. Yes, it's always a good day when you pick up Sega Master System games. I was a big JP fan as well back in the day and loved the Christmas jumper. It's cool, isn't it? And I need to get myself a geeky Christmas jumper as well. Do you know what? I was on Facebook. Do you know those adverts come up? There was ones. There were 2 next to each other. What was it? There was one. I thought, oh, that's amazing. Next to an Akira. And then when you scroll over, they had a Akira Christmas jumper. What was it? It wasn't Street Fighter. But they had Mortal Kombat. They had other Street Fighter ones, but they weren't knitted. They weren't traditional, like, ugly Christmas jumpers. They were like a sweatshirt with, like, Christmas logo printed on it, but they had, like, a nice blanker one. They are out there, but I think when I found them before, it was like, you buy it now and it comes in May. It's like, oh yeah, that's really helpful. Do you know what I mean? So maybe they fucking Bangladesh or somewhere like that they're coming from. There's a guy in a fucking horse bringing it to you or something. I don't know. But that's a long time to wait for a fucking Christmas jumper. Oh, what was that? Oh, I can't remember. It was Akira. Oh, it was Godzilla. It was wild because it was 2 next to each other. Like 2 of almost my favourite franchises of all time. It would have freaked me out if it was Godzilla, Akira, and Street Fighter or something. I would have been, whoa, someone's watching me, do you know what I mean? But yeah, what's the chances of that? So Donald Mackerel Gaming, one of my local charity shops had some Master System, Mega Drive and PSP games. But they were horrendously priced. Some people haven't got a clue what stuff's worth. Thing with Master System though, like some of my games when I picked up a couple of weeks ago, £2. But then you can go up to like £400. I'm going to struggle. Do you know when I get down to like the last 10 Master System games? I think I'm going to, like, say £400 for Streets of Rage 2. Or Masters of Combat. I'm getting to know all these big hitter games now, you know. Seems the norm, £400. 350 to 400. You're talking PlayStation 5. You're talking... Probably get well on my way to getting a Neo Geo, just the console on its own, you know. So it's a lot of money, but what I'm going to do, again, I'm in this journey for the long haul. So, for example, I got knocked off my motorbike, didn't I, violently, and I get a payout, and most of that money is put to one side to fix the leak in the basement, or the room of doom, my spare room, okay. But I could say, let's take a bit of that money now, let's buy that game. Stuff like that. Not that I'm planning on many motorbike accidents that aren't my fault in the future. But if someone leaves you money or something like that, a big lump sum, do you know what I mean? That's the only way I can do it. Or if I'll sell a load of games, some of my games in my collection go up in price. I never play that. Let's sell it, get on a CX voucher. You see these other YouTubers doing it, and then building up a £400-500 and then doing it or something like that. But I'm gonna struggle to just go, oh look, they got Master Combat for £400. Yes, I'll have that, please. I'm gonna struggle, if that makes sense. That's where my head's at the moment. But so far, like, to get 100 games in the collection, that's my goal. That's my goal for now. My short-term goal. Okay. But yeah, people haven't, basically going back to your point, Donald, people haven't got a clue how to price these games, have they? I checked today, 2 weeks later, and they're all gone. Blinking heck. You must have, I think I'm quite lucky, in my stomping ground or my area of game stores that I go to, there's not a lot of other Sega Master System collectors out there, but I think there are a lot of Xbox. Or it could be one. It could only be one person, someone like me, saying I'm going to buy all the Xbox games. Because when I look on CX, Swansea, Carmarthen, Port Talbot, even Bridgend, I've got some stores like 20 or less Xbox games. Do you mean? And when you look at the stores, and they got like hundreds, 150 or whatever. Do you mean? We just seem to be low on stock on certain consoles, but I think I'm lucky so far. I'm the only one that's collecting or mopping up all these Sega Master System games. The lady said they weren't selling, so a staff member made an offer. Oh, okay, interesting. And bought them all 50 pence each. I bet the same lad priced them up too. Yeah, exactly. And I know it goes on. I know my imaginary friend Chris had a job a couple of years ago, a long time ago actually. He's like an area manager. He's worked like covering an area of charity shops, and theft is the biggest issue they've got, or people drastically undervaluing. Oh yeah, this book has come in really rare, first print hard. It's like some books go for silly money. Oh yeah, that's 50p. I go, oh yeah, I'll buy that then for 50p. Next thing it's on eBay for like 250 quid kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, there. My imaginary friend Chris is here. Same probably lad them too. Evening gents, Cloud84, what is occurring? How are we? How's your week been so far? It's only Monday. Clouds, my imaginary friend Chris. Even the cash generator places, prices are ridiculous now. Yeah, you said that, didn't you? There used to be, my theory, right, on how the customer base. So a guy has FIFA 18, okay, and he hasn't got any teeth, so he goes into CX. The game's been used as a fucking to grind up whatever he's been up to, right? Scratch the fuck, and CX turn it away. Where do you go? You go to Crack Converters. You take it there, they take everything, right? It's very rare to get anything out of there in half decent condition. But they were so much cheaper. But just in our experience now they're even more expensive than CEX, do you know what I mean? So now, yeah, it's worth calling in, again, because I got Wimbledon for the Master System in there. But it is worth, I did, like, I got my Vita in there. Really cheap. They said all you need to do now is buy a memory card. Checked on the train on the way home, and I had a memory card in there. A good, an official Sony memory card as well. Don Mackerel, indeed, Chris. Think they look at CX and knock a few quid off. I think basically that is how they work. They just go, like, I use CX as my pricing guide, so I know if I'm getting a good deal or not. It just seems to be the average price out there. Like I did with the Incredible Hulk, I put a maximum bid of 85 down because I know CX sell for either 150 or 120, so I'm drastically under. It's just nice to have a guide out there, but I think they're doing the same thing. Yeah, I'll take a couple of quid off CX. Cloud84's seen a lot of less original Xbox games lately where I am as well. Ooh, maybe it is then. I think maybe Xbox is going the same way as maybe the Sega Dreamcast, maybe, where an amazing console, but it didn't fail though, did it? So I don't know. I think there's a lot of nostalgia out there then. Maybe there's a lot of collectors, let's say, or people are buying them, and everyone that was going to trade them in have already traded them in. So us collectors are all buying them, are not taking them back to the shops, trading them in again, you know? Maybe that's quite interesting, actually. Interesting cloud and getting dumb offers on my Xbox games on Vinted. My Chris, totally agree. Thinking most people use CX now for pricing. Again, we do, don't we? We are. It's so easy now, isn't it? They got apps. If you ever got Signal in a CX, that's the other thing. I don't know if they do that on purpose. I just saw FIFA Street one. Proper weirdos. Bert the Gerbil, what is good? Welcome to what's normally going to be called Monday Night Live with Tony, but it's currently called Live for the Fattest Man from Japan. I'm not in Japan, unfortunately. Don Mackle Gaming, I imagine behaving like that in Tesco. Give me this chicken for half price, you nonce. Oh, dear me, guys, dear me. Right, I've got one more thing to show you guys. Are you sitting comfortably? But the Gerbil, your accent sounds Japanese. Yes, maybe I am. I think I am. Spiritual samurai or something, you know. I do enjoy a good Japanese game anyway. Cloud 84. It's worth a go in Tesco. I'll let you know from prison how I get on. Right then. This has been in the window in where was I? Where am I? Japan. No, I'm not in Japan. In Retro Stash. It's been in the window, and every time I put it off, okay? And Saturday, I was like, today's the day I'm buying it. It's in an awkward place in the window as well, so I always feel sorry, because you've got to move about 20 boxes to get to this, okay? But if I didn't buy it, it was going, basically, right? So it's Hisako from Killer Instinct, the figure. I've got the figure here to show you guys, okay? Lovely condition, okay? And I've got the full set now, apart from Spinal. He's really hard. He did offer me the other ones as well. But so you got Fulgo, he's the first one I had. He's cool. He's too cool for school, he is. Jago, Saberwolf. Oh, actually, I haven't got Shadow Jago. I think he had that there as well. Okay, I'll have to go back. But he hasn't got Spinal. But look how cool Spinal looks. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Can't find him anywhere. Okay. So, she is creepy as the average crack converter customer. Okay. She does come with a different head. So, she's got the two weapons. But the other head or face is the creepy face. You can see it there. That's in the box, so I'm not going to get that out. And it does stand on the stand like that. So it looks cool as F. If you want to look up his skirt, boom. It's all there, guys. It's all there. Look at that. Didn't show you that in the game, do they? The graphics are good, but you don't get to see those angles, do you? Yeah, so I finally done it. Sod it, I don't care. Yeah, well happy with. Well, I need the full set now, though. I need to get that Spinal and the Shadow Jago. But yeah, well happy. Just need to find a home, easily find a home for her. She might get away with going downstairs into the living room. She looks almost like a. Did your grandparents have those like China fucking? I don't know what they were, like Victorian women little figures, like. Yeah, literally drop. I mean, not allowed to touch them because you drop them and they'll break. Do you know what I mean? I could pretend I got one of them down there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was the final thing. I finally pulled the trigger. I was well happy. How much did they go for, Tony? That was £20 sterling. Fulgo. He's over there. I'll have to do another video on my Gaming Guardians. I think I have done a video on them before. He's really cool. But they're quite light. They're not as good as the like the Street Fighter figures that I've got. Like her hand, for example, is quite fiddly to get the spear on and stuff like that. But you can change all of that. They're not very heavy, but like the Street Fighter ones I got, is it Mecha? one of them, I think, is a Storm one. They are expensive, aren't they? So, and they stand up. They don't need a base, but they're more similar to the McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 ones. They had a really lovely range of them come out. I've only got Kotal Khan and Noob Saibot. Shout out Kotal Khan and Noob Saibot. But yeah, really cool. She's not my favourite character to play. She's good fun to play against because she's cheap as fuck. But she's very satisfying when you beat her, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've been gutted because one time I go, right, today's the day, I'm going to buy it. Someone else would have bloody bought it, wouldn't they? And he's had it there for years. Say the box is in lovely condition. So I originally bought Fulgo, before I even bought my house, I bought Fulgo. But I bought Jago and Saberwolf. They weren't boxed. They were just in Swansea Comic Con the first year we went. And the guys, they were in like a toy box kind of thing. And I had to piece together all the bits and bobs and stuff. But yeah, so I'm really happy I've got her in the collection. But yeah, it's good. It's good. 20 quid, can't go wrong. I think I dated her once. You and me both. Maybe we dated her at the same time. She does kind of give me my ex-girlfriend kind of vibe, you know, playing against her. We've all woken up to her at some point. Yes. That's a bargain. Box looks in good condition. It's great. It's as good as the whatever the Fulgo one is. The other box one I got, and I bought that. I think that was an Amazon purchase. Years ago I bought that, you know. Looks like the one from The Ring. Yes, I think she might be inspired by that character. No, when did Killer Instinct come out? 94. I think she was in the first Killer Instinct, though, was she? I don't know. Oh, the other cool thing as well, right, is... I will open it up, actually, right? Yeah, it's on the top there. So they come with these cards, okay? And on the back... See there, it's like... So, like, not like a scratch card. You scratch that off. So it's quite cool. That's still intact. Below is your 25-digit code for the exclusive unlockable in-game colour for Hisako. How cool is that? I'll have to check if there's... I'm pretty sure there was one with the Fulgo as well. Really good touch, that is. So there's the alternate face. It looks even worse in the bag, doesn't it? Actually looks quite creepy. She's screaming with a fucking carrier bag over her head. And that's the alternate weapon. So it's brand new, basically. Everything was in the bags, everything in there, you know. So did I need it? No. Did I want it? Yes, badly. Did I buy it? Obviously, yes. Darren Mackerel Gaming. She looks like she's going to tell me about the benefits of a vegan lifestyle. Maybe she is, yeah. You will not have another kebab ever again. Yeah, that's how she talks. Okay, guys. Give it a couple more minutes. That is all my pickups. What did you think? We'll have this time next week. Seeing Chris there. I'm looking after Otto, Chris's little dog. Yeah, he's coming up Friday, isn't it, Chris? I'm having him because Chris is going on a cruise. Check him out. He's going on a cruise without me. What the hell? What the hell? You've changed, you have, Chris. She had you carried on. Yes, I did all right again. That's probably the... It's just too busy now. Like, I don't think we'll be doing Cardiff this side of Christmas because everyone on weekends will be... It's like Christmas rush now, isn't it? Maybe Port Talbot, maybe... I don't think Swansea. It's just too busy to go to these places. So probably... I have got some cool things I've ordered that haven't come. So obviously I've got that still... I think it's called Still Wakes the Deep for the PS5. I have ordered as well, but it might have to be a Santa Claus present. The Blair Witch. Can you believe the Blair Witch is 25 years old? 25, so 1999. They did like a 25th anniversary kind of thing. And it's a big chunky box. It's got a book, and it's got a lot. It's like the director's cut. So I think it's the version that might have been in the Cannes Film Festival. I've always wanted to watch it. Comes with documentaries, so I've had that. But I think basically it came out on Amazon. Amazon sold it straight away. It came on HMV. HMV sold out straight away. And so I've had to go the eBay route. I think I paid £5 more than retail. But my mum then was like, what can I get you for Christmas? I goes, funny you say that. I've just bought this. So she's going to transfer me the money. I give it to my mum. She wraps it up. And on Christmas Day, I open it and go, wow, how did you know? I'm pretend act all surprised. It's just what I wanted kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to getting that anyway. Tony, what's some of your favourite songs in games? Do you know what? My number one favourite song soundtrack, it's an easy one for me, number one, is the Killer Instinct soundtrack. The one that goes, I'm looking for my phone, it's there. The one that, it's like a 6-minute soundtrack. It's awesome. Another way you were describing Road Rash 2. The way you feel about that is how I feel about the Killer Instinct soundtrack. And what I try to do, I try to hoover my kitchen and my... I listen to it when I'm cleaning. And basically all are downstairs in that 6 minutes. I'm going like, fuck. Rossi's loving it as well. But he can't hear it. He loves the hoover. So I got my headphones on. That's my cleaning song. But it's everything about that song. I like the Halo. The menu music in the first Halo. I'm not going to sing it because I'll get copyrighted. That song. What else? I love Balrog stage music. Street Fighter 2 had basically every single track in Street Fighter 2. That's maybe because of how important the game is. I also love as well. Yeah, so taking out, if Street Fighter didn't exist and listen to those music, would I still love that music? I don't know. Killer Instinct, yes, it's an amazing soundtrack anyway. Another really good soundtrack is the end credits. It's really hard to complete the game. If you ever complete the new Samurai Showdown, the one that came out in 2019, the end credits, that's one of my favourite songs of all time. So I'd say number one, if we're doing a top three then, Killer Instinct, perfect song. The end credits in Samurai Showdown. And it's probably a tie with Halo. And do you know have you played The Last of Us 2? My favourite song of all time is Take On Me, okay? And in Ready Player One, there was like a orchestra version of it, like an epic version of that song. That is my favourite now, but it's always been my favourite song, okay? But then in The Last of Us 2, Ellie picks up, I had no idea this was happening, right? Ellie picks up a guitar, doesn't she? And she sings that song, and she does it beautifully. Obviously, it's not, I don't think it's the voice actor, but whoever sings that, it's like, I was there listening to it going, did she just sing my favourite song of all time? Do you know what I mean? So that's a joint third, but off the cuff. If I had a look at my game collection, I did like that Road Rash 2, mind. I gotta be honest, that sounded pretty cool as well. Was the Blair Witch game any good? Try finding it. I was it's £18 in CX currently. Not available on Amazon. I really like the look of it. It's a survival horror, obviously, but it's also what I like about it. It's the scary bit. I love the fact that you've got a dog. I really hope the dog is okay story wise. But like, say, from what I can tell, say there's a falling down tree blocking your path, right? There's this in-game mechanic where you go with your video camera and film it, like, pointed at the tree and rewind and find a bit where the tree was upright before it got knocked down to clear a path, kind of thing. That's a really cool mechanic. Sounds like a really cool game as well, but it's expanding. I just got this Blair Witch kick going on. I've watched loads of documentaries on YouTube. Loads of like amateur, like people go to the town and stuff like that and interview the people. There's a good interview with one of the 25 years later with the the little girl and the woman selling the story of the Blair Witch, it's all made up. They interviewed those people, and that woman was actually, the girl's obviously fully grown now. She's 20 odd now, isn't it? Yeah, probably coming up to nearly 30 now, maybe. But that woman is actually a school teacher, and she just made it up. She goes, I feel sorry for these people doing a documentary, and they said just make up a story. She made up this really creepy story on the cuff kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into that universe. Don Mackerel Gaming, I've just ordered it, Cloud. What a coincidence. You just ordered the Blair Witch, have you? Well, I think the cheapest I can see it is around about £15 on eBay. That's probably going to be the route I go, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. Back on the horror, Don. Yeah, you got a taste for it now, yeah. It's cool, isn't it? It's really cool how scary games are. I would love to experience, but I don't think I could do it, Alien Isolation in VR. That, I don't think it gets any creepier than that, you know. Because, like, Outlast, right? Like, when I was watching you the other day, Don, on playing Resident Evil 7, you got a gun, you can fight back. And half the enemies in Outlast, a skinny, weedy guy, they're not scary. They got the jump scares because of the sounds and the music and stuff. You think in real life, you just, like, when that guy started on me and threatened my dog, I threw the guy in the canal. Do you know what I mean? When adrenaline, it's a powerful thing, isn't it? When you're fighting for your life kind of thing. Or think someone offends you or whatever. So I'm like thinking, yeah, why can't he fight back? All these guys are camcorder. He's just the biggest wimp going kind of thing. Running away from everyone. Back on the horror, Don. Yeah, it's for my missus. Bet your missus likes horror movies and everything as well, and I'm assuming. Cloud84, it's amazing how music in games can transport you back to your youth, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same with movies, but games are different. Books as well, but like the Halo one's iconic, isn't it? That was I played that at a good time in my life, you know. Got a lot of happy memories playing that game. Road Rash 2 takes me back to me and my mates huddled around a Mega Drive. Oh yeah, good old days. Just bought Blair Witch for £9 delivered. Was it a PS4 exclusive? Did it come out on Xbox? I got an Xbox One, but it's one of my least favourite consoles, unfortunately. I miss the huddle around a TV era. Someone having to use a broken controller. Yeah. Or one of the little kids, his controller's not even fucking plugged in and he doesn't know what's going on. We used to have Mario Kart parties on the GameCube. So Double Dash. I had one house party when my parents went away. My parents always used to be on holidays. And we had like a music room. Then we had the main TV downstairs was the GameCube, so that was of course 4-player. Then upstairs in my bedroom was the Halo, so you had every room. It was a cool, one of the best parties I've ever been to. It was in my house, and we were all drinking. Those are good days, man. Really, really good days. I was always given the keyboard whilst my mates had joysticks in the specky days. The OP fingering technique ended up getting me lots of girlfriends. I'll Blair Witch on the Xbox One. Maybe it's cheaper on the Xbox One, but I know CX is £18. I was really hoping to find that on Saturday. I hoped RetroStash had it, but nah, unfortunately, no. I think it's one of those games that I think is on the rise. I'm sure I've seen it for like £5-6. Not kind of like an Evil Within kind of price bracket. I think it reviewed okay, but what I've seen of it, I'm like, now's the time. While I got this Blair Witch kick on the go, yeah, I definitely now's the time to get into that, you know. I think that's it, guys. I think that is it. If anyone else wants to talk about anything else, but the good old days, you're right though. Multiplayer, mate comes over with his control pad, or they've got the Mad Cats. No, Mad Cats used to make really good arcade sticks, but the controllers, I'm thinking of one we had for the original Xbox. There wasn't a patch on the actual controller, was it? The missus just finished the Medium, and it's by the same team. Okay. The Medium. I can't picture it. Is it newer then, is it? It sounds very familiar, actually. But yeah, horror, survival horror, that's where it's at the moment, I think, guys. Really am enjoying it. I remember going to an after school club and they had a room full of PCs along one side of the door, the Doom and Mega Drives along the other with California. Oh my, California games. What a game. What a game. No idea what was going on in the other rooms, didn't care. I miss split screen gaming. Yes. Well, with the Mario Kart, I tell you, like, stuff that wouldn't happen now, right? We had we had all these funny sayings. You get so excited playing Mario Kart, especially when you're drinking and stuff as well. And one of the funniest things ever. So it's obviously we had, what did my dad have in the living room? I think it was a 28-inch square TV. It wasn't the widescreen. Scott said you had, like, everyone had a small fucking screen, didn't they? So 4-player. And my my mate, I won the race, right? And another one that just literally is like a loop, like a speedway kind of track, right? And I used to do that, like spin, like handbrake turn on the corners and stuff like that. We were all pretty good at this game, right? And one of my mates came down. It was funny because I had some mates from like primary school that I was still friends with, mates from swimming. When I was a swimming coach, youngsters I used to coach, they were of age, but people from that generation, and people I used to swim with. So it was a right mix of people there, right? All from different kind of backgrounds and stuff, right? And one of my mates had never played it, and he wasn't very good at it. So, and we had these parties, they're quite regular, right? And he came over, and he was like, yes, I won the race, right? And he was celebrating, like, yes, I won, yes. And like, laughing at me and stuff. And I'm like, everyone finished. And we're like, what do you mean? I'm player one. I'm looking at this race car, and I had to look, and and when he looked, right, player 4, which is what he was just driving into a fucking wall. Like the start line, he must have gone to the start line and just drove into a wall. But he was thinking he was playing as player 1, so he's watching me playing, thinking he's winning the race, kind of thing. He's really cocky. Oh my god, we were laughing all night. That was the butt of the joke, end, wasn't it? Oh my god, we got to the point where my cousin my cousin was there. He got into it as well, and he used to do like print out and post invitations. You know, like if you get invited to Evo or something like that, you would go colour like an invitation to the tournament kind of thing. You're invited, you've been selected to come to this tournament. Let's just go over his house and play Mario Kart. Because Mario Kart was the game that we used to play, you know what I mean? Amazing memories. But you just don't now, if you said let's do a Mario Kart tournament, just play online, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? But that didn't exist back then. We didn't know how good we had it, did we, really? But our generation's got that generation has got those memories and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, spitting game. Mario Kart 64 was my favourite, but it was a friendship killer. Oh, with the blue shell. Oh, we used to know one guy though. I was pretty good at it, but one guy was the only game he owned, and he knew every single shortcut. There's one, like, he was going, what's the one that's in the city, the track? And he was going down all these side routes, and he was handbrake turning, he was perfect, you know what I mean? He probably could win tournaments. We were good at the game, he was great at the game. We were like, where are you going? And he was like, and this and that one was on the cruise ship. There was stuff, and I'd be like, how did you know that? I goes, oh, literally, I got so bored, I used to just, never mind about coming last, used to just drive around and explore the track. Oh, what's over there? And he'd find all these amazing shortcuts, you know what I mean? And like he'd win by, one time he won by like nearly half a lap. That's how much of an advantage he had, you know what I mean? But again, amazing memories. It was really good fun to watch him play, but nobody could get anywhere near this guy if he showed up, do you know what I mean? Skulk at the back until the last lap, then she's like rubber banding. Your cousin invited you to tournaments. Is he called Shang Tsung? We don't actually speak anymore, unfortunately, but that's family politics and stuff. Yeah, like a Mortal Kombat invite. They used to have GoldenEye set up in Comet, I couldn't afford a system, so me and my mate used to go in there just to play it. Took stuff ages to realise day after day. We got thrown around in the end. Nightmare. GoldenEye was another one where, and Perfect Dark. I was good at those games. I used to play them. But Perfect Dark, you could play against the computer, couldn't you? But GoldenEye, you couldn't. And I remember my mates from swimming came over. We'd all been training Saturday morning. And I don't know how we all got there, but everyone ended up in my house. And they thought they was cheating. They were like, right, give me your controller. So I was like player 1, and X was my house. Then I was like player 4, or whatever, and everyone thought, because nobody could kill me, I just knew that game like the back of my hand, you know what I mean? Proximity Mines were my favourite. Oh, was such a good, yeah, those were the days as well. I remember playing GoldenEye. I've been fascinated that I could shoot the wall and there was a bullet hole. Or another one that amazed me back then was, it was a guy, I saw a guy come in, I could shoot through the glass. I'd be like a couple of paintings, you'd be in a couple of rooms, but there'd be like glass walls. I shoot the glass and it'd be smash, smash, smash. Back then we were easily impressed, like, I mean, that was the first time we ever saw all that shit, you know what I mean? Ah, good memories, man, good memories. But like, well, hardly anyone's come over here, do you know what I mean? If I want to play online, I very rarely go online. I've had hardly any gaming sessions here in my games room, do you know what I mean? I always thought when I have a house, I'll have people over all the time, but everyone's just so busy, aren't they? I remember the days of one-player games where you'd have to sit there and wait your turn, secretly hoping your mate pegged it so you got 5 minutes. Yeah, like, what was our rules? It was basically either a level each, if you're playing like Mario or Alex Kidd or something like that. Either a level each, or when you die, or we try to beat everyone's score. I remember that one with Alex Kidd, when we had Alex Kidd in Miracle World. It was my cousin came over, for another cousin from South Africa came over for Christmas, and it was whoever got the furthest. But then if you got further than him, he'd have the highest score. We used to argue terrible arguments over it. But that's the good thing with fighting games, right? Say there's 5 or 6 of your mates sitting around the TV. Basically, a fight is like a round. It's 3 minutes. I mean, then it's winner stays on, and then the loser in 3 minutes, someone else is getting a turn. I mean, you're back of the queue, and then within 10 minutes you're playing again, kind of thing. That's why one of the many reasons why I love fighting games so much. Do you know what I mean? If there's any like a lot of people go into fighting games where, say, the mother's got like 6 kids or something like that. She's going to Blockbuster, rent out Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. There you go. There's no arguing then, is there? Like if someone's good at the game and they don't die, they're going to finish the game, and all other 5 of the kids are just sitting there watching, bored. But with a fighting game, you constantly, someone's having, the controllers getting passed around fairly, do you know what I mean? In the game, not real life, obviously. I remember the days of one-player games. We had to sit there, blah, blah, yeah, right, okay. Let's Take Lives. I remember saying that a lot, yes. I'm old enough to remember when cheats were called pokes. God alive. Don McElroy, I was unbeatable at Jordan versus Bird, one-on-one dunk contest or 3-point contest. It didn't matter. No, that's a good fucking shout there now. Larry Bird, one of my favourite players of all time. Right, guys, I don't know how long. 78 minutes, flipping heck. It feels like an hour, do you know what I mean? So, been going a lot longer than that. Ah, man, a tape of poke me. Yeah. GoldenEye was amazing. My friend was so good at it. He knew where people would respawn. Oh, wow. And run there and kill them before they could find a weapon. It was a lot of fun, though. Yeah, it was great. Those were great days, do you know what I mean? Again, kids growing up now, they don't know, do you know what I mean? You can do your own parties, can't you? Closed parties or whatever. But I don't know, I got no... To play a Call of Duty, for example, or whatever the kids are playing now, Fortnite, against strangers, it doesn't interest me at all. I like with fighting games, people take it too seriously. There's so many videos out there where people get salty. Do you know what I mean? I just come home from work. I just want to spend a few hours having fun. I don't have an argument with this stranger that makes the spamming fireballs at me kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Good stuff, guys. Oh, Don McGavin, excellent stream, Tony and Co. Yeah, thanks for having a good chat. Nice trip down memory lane at the end. Do you know what I mean? God, I love YouTube sometimes. I really, really do. I'll see what's going on with Goldtooth then. I'm sure he streamed. Did he Karate Kid or something like that? I noticed. I was watching something else and I thought I'll check that out again. So, yeah, I hope he's okay anyway. Hope he is doing well. Thank you very much for stopping on by, boys and girls, grannies and aunts. Yeah, I really enjoyed that stream. Cloud84, if I had the money, I would set up a big live tournament for retro games, the stuff of dreams. Well, there's a bar in Swansea. It's in a really good location as well. It's like a gaming bar. And I kept my eye on it, but it's more... There's Mario Kart, I think, on the Switch. But I was keeping my eye. I thought, oh, if it's a Street Fighter tournament, I might rock up there. With my £400 Victrix Pro. Yeah, I like to play. To see how I do, kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, that's I think there is a customer base. If you do it right, there is a customer base out there, do you know what I mean? For stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, even throttled that. A gay men bar. Now that sounds even better. Can you imagine going into a bar and it's full of gays? Probably some of the best when I was back in my drinking days. It was a gay bar in Carlisle. Can't remember what it was called. But there was a hell of an atmosphere in there. I tell you what was funny, right? I don't normally... sorry if there's any gays watching. We used to play a game where whenever someone... It was karaoke night in a gay bar. You're in for a treat. Really good atmosphere. Most people are friendly, right? And what we used to do, right? So they be singing their song, right? Fuck, I didn't even know the names of these songs, right? You're singing away. And then you go, woo, as if it's amazing. They'd be terrible singers, right? But then when you go, woo, as if, oh yeah, you're hitting all the notes kind of thing. Then it makes and gives them this false confidence. And they start really getting into the song. They're singing, yeah. It probably doesn't sound that funny, but remembering doing that was one of my favourite things to do on Saturday night, you know what I mean? I think we did that in... Was it Birmingham? Some of the conferences I had to go to with some of the jobs. But yeah, we ended up in a gay bar again. And it was so weird, and we were doing that. It was so funny, do you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Getting up at, 20 past 4 in the morning. That's the only thing with my new job. It's an early start, you know what I mean? And like a zombie getting to work. Yeah, thanks for stopping on by, guys. I really did enjoy this. I always enjoy them anyway. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed too. Thanks, Tony, my imaginary friend Chris. Have a good night, everyone. And you, Chris, you have the best night ever. I'll see you Friday, unless I see you before, with Bill working away. And my idea of me having... I will end the stream someday, guys. Me having Otto for a day. Because Rossi's birthday. My dog, Rossi, is 4 on Wednesday. 4 years old. So he's having a party. It's 2 massive steaks. One for my dog, Rossi. One for Max. And I got hardly any food here. I'm like, my mouth is drooling. I'm not going to touch them because they're for them, you know. And we're having another party on the Sunday. So Otto will be going to that party as well. There you are, guys. Thank you very much. We will stop it there, as I'll be going on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and week.